What up, Chicago?
Yo.
This is the Hoppe and
FreeMAN Show.
And if you want to get in contact with us, we have so much to talk about today. This morning, it is December 1st. Freeman.
Indeed.
The year has gone by so fast.
So quickly.
If you want to get involved with the show, you can call us 847-866-9687. It's 847-866-WNUR. And we're on that Twitter machine, Freeman.
Twitterfied.
We are Twitterfied. Tweet at us. I'm at Hoppe Radio 89.3. And what is yours?
St. Broseph spelled out. BROSEPH.
And you can like us on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Just search up the Hoppe and
FreeMAN Show.
So what's coming up on the agenda, on the storyline for WNUR, the Chicagoland area?
Coming up next, Car on the Roof. And crack cocaine? Dun dun dun.
That is the one time in life that crack cocaine and a car being on the roof should not be a surprise to anybody. If your car ends up on the roof, it's probably because you smoked too much crack with Tyrone Bigums.
And on a more serious note, Paul Walker dies.
Rest in peace to him. It shows that life is too short, and that's why we are all about having fun, and we are all about living life on the radio. What up, Chicago?
Another story, butt dialing your victim is not smart, but works out for the victim.
Exactly, and this is one where a guy... Actually, why would we even tell you what's going to happen in that? Because we want you to stay tuned and be intrigued. And a quick reminder, portion of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger... And Freeman?
We say bad things.
More sensitive listeners. WNUR and their Hoppe and
FreeMAN Show
believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant.
We're neither
Andrew.
of those things. We're not artistical. We're not cultural. And we're definitely not significant. And I'm pretty sure someone named Dexter from Cleveland would agree with that.
That's Freeman saying it, not me. We will play this music and this talk radio between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and when it reaches 6 a.m. and we get up on out of here.
Indeed.
What song is coming up next, Freeman?
We are going to listen to some Aloe Black. We gave them a shout-out, this week? Saying,
what up, Aloe Black? How you doing?
What's up? We really like their new songs, music coming out.
And Freeman, what is it about Aloe Black that will intrigue the listeners? What genre is it, and what is it that draws the listeners to the radio waves?
He's got some depth. He's got some soul. There's jazz. There's all sorts of different types of music in the background with this soulful contemporary voice. So it's it's layered music, and it's beautiful.
I have a hunch that there will be some soul in it.
Definitely soul.
And we will be right back after this.
Just believe that love, the only thing we have is true. Hey, love is the answer. It's the answer to the questions in your mind. Love is the answer. It's the answer. If you look and you will find. The answer is love. Yes, it is. Say it again. The answer is love. Friends know where to be.
Wow, I feel kind of groovy on WNUR. What up, Andrew?
I told you it was full of soul.
Soul. So what's coming up now, bro?
Yo, what's up? What's up? We're going to be talking about some serious news first.
Yeah, let's get to that.
And,
I saw this on Twitter, and there's this whole thing, Freeman. Well, first of all, tell the audience what happened.
Actor Paul Walker died in a car crash in Santa Clarita, California on Saturday, November 30th.
This is the same Paul Walker who was known for being in Fast and Furious. And Freeman, how did he die?
He died in a car crash. He was 40 years old.
How ironic. And it doesn't say this because when we got the news, it was a little bit old, but Freeman, he was coming back from a charity event for those recent hurricanes. Yeah. Dude, life sucks. If you're coming back from a charity event.
Top notch guy.
And what else does it say about it?
His manager said, "It is with a truly heavy heart that we must confirm that Paul Walker passed away today in a tragic car accident while attending a charity event for his organization, Reach Out Worldwide. He was a passenger in a friend's car in which both lost their lives. We appreciate your patience as we too are stunned and saddened beyond belief by this news. Thank you for keeping his family and friends in your prayers during this very difficult time. We will do our best to keep you apprised on where to send condolences.
And Freeman, I saw this on Twitter when it first broke, and there was this whole debate for 20 minutes. Is it a hoax, like when Zach Braff or Jackie Chan died, or is this real, like when Michael Jackson died? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I see this retweet that got 10,000 retweets, and it was someone who works behind the scenes at TMZ, and he said, I want to give everybody at TMZ a pat on the back for breaking the news first. Like, this is someone's life that just ended, and you're giving a pat on the back for breaking it first? Like, what's wrong with you, TMZ, that you applaud yourself that much on death and misery, that you're happy that you broke it first?
These days, it's more important to break the story than to actually know what the story's about.
How sickening is that?
It's sickening. It is.
It's just, it got me so angry because he was legit proud that they broke the news first. It wasn't like you broke the news first that maybe it's a player that just got drafted or they just won a championship or the new free agency in sports, because sports is a game. So when you break it first, that's more fun. But Freeman, this is a dude's life that just ended at the age of 40, and he has a 15-year-old daughter, and somebody from that scumbag organization known as TMZ had the audacity to be proud that they broke it first. That's why I hate the media. That's why I hate celebrity gossip. You get where I'm coming from?
Celebrity gossip is a waste of everyone's time. Why anyone listens to it, I do not know.
And here's the thing. It actually used to be slightly intriguing because they used to cover people that had talent. They used to cover people like Britney Spears.
Now it's everyone that's ever had a YouTube video, TMZ covers, like, oh, look who we saw walking down the street.
Or
it was that Purple Rain dude.
Or anybody that's ever opened up their legs and is on the front page of Pornhub. Hey, you're going to be interviewed.
Hey, it's Kim Kardashian. Let's get an interview.
Speaking of that, Freeman, I don't know if you saw this.
Indeed.
On the front page, so I was at home trying to find some prep for the show, and I like the Huffington Post, you know? They have good news. They might be slightly liberal, you know? But they have good news.
Yeah.
The front page was Obama's health care, the death of Paul, what's his last name? I feel bad, Walker. And then, oh my God, Kim Kardashian wasn't wearing underwear. She was going commando in a mirror pic. That was the third news. Dude, I think Idiocracy, that classic Mike Judge comedy, is closer than we think.
Now, if I took a mirror pic of myself without underwear on, do you think it'd be news the next day?
I think you'd be sent to a mental hospital.
Freeman of the Hoppe FreeMAN Show took a mirror pic of himself. And that's time news. He didn't have any pants on. Crazy.
Now, what if I did it? The ladies would just come running. I'd be like a fridge and they'd be a magnet.
Opposite way.
They'd just be
like,
stuck to me.
What is going on here?
They'd run all the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico, to be as far away from
Chris
me as
Hansen
possible.
would break through your door and be like, this is Dateline NBC. We are at the pedophile's house. Sir, why did you send these pictures to little children across America?
I just wanted attention
The
for
police
once.
are in the driveway. Why are the police in the driveway?
I'm sorry, officer.
They
I
should
thought
be
she
at
was
police
18.
stations taking prints from people.
I'm sorry, officer. I thought she was 18. Where did this conversation
Where
go?
did it go?
You never know what the Hoppe and Freeman Show.
We are monsters, just like the song says.
We'll be right back.
Think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up, Freeman?
Not much hopsters.
So, we were driving up because I picked up Freeman, you know,
Indeed.
and we were driving up, and
Not because I don't have a car, but because I'm lazy and don't like to drive.
he's the guy where he'll pay for the gas money, but picking him up's a bit of a hassle. He lives in Lombard. We come all the way to Evanston, and I live in Arlington Heights, so it's a bit of a trek, you know?
Get over it.
Exactly. So, sometimes, Freeman, I will see 4 to 5 cops on the road.
Indeed.
But it's no big deal
No
because they're
biggie.
just in that empty lot, you know, chilling, looking for the drunk drivers. And now, I have a love-hate relationship with the cops.
I love the police.
I just think they're great. Yeah, but I think those suburban cops are a little more dirty, Freeman.
Dirty or just more...
Bored. Trying to find something.
That's a good word for it. Bored.
So, if any cop out there, because we were driving in, we saw 19 on the road and on the highway.
19 police, like car after car after car. There's more police on the road than other cars.
It was weird. And if they ever have the audacity to say, oh, we don't have quotas at the end of the month, what a coincidence. At the one time you see 19 cops on the road, it was November 30th going into December 3rd or December 1st, a.k.a. the end of the month going into the new month. So to any cop out there that's saying, I swear we don't have quotas, and you want to somehow defend yourself, what's the number to call, Andrew?
You can call 847-866-9687. Also a reminder, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners.
Uh-oh.
Yes, uh-oh.
We're like Adult Swim on the radio.
Except for a lot worse. WNUR believes that material to be artistically and culturally significant. Well, it's not, but okay. We will play this music
And talk.
only between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m.
A.k.a. when we get out of here, things go back to being clean and nice.
Indeed. Because we leave at 6 a.m., right, Hoppy?
And I don't get to bed till 7:45.
Yay!
Till 6 in the morning, like Snoop Dogg said. Till
For
6 in the
chisel.
morning. My dizzle. So now, we were just talking about cops and trying to find the drunk drivers and their quotas. Freeman, you have some news about some cops or about a car crash that was a little bit bizarre?
Now here's the story. Police in South Carolina are investigating how a car ended up on a roof of a Forest Acres home early Saturday. According to WIS-TV, an officer with Columbia Police tailed the vehicle after witnessing what looked like a drug deal. So they got high, like literally. They were so high the car floated in the air.
They were on
landed
some
the
of that
roof.
good that they went on the roof of a house in Columbia, South Carolina. And Freeman, this doesn't surprise me at all. I've been to South Carolina, and trust me when I say it's not the nicest place ever.
The only time I was in South Carolina was when I was in boot camp, so I have no idea.
Trust me, you don't want to live there. Go
The
on.
driver took off driving erratically without headlights on, which is always a good idea.
It's always good and safe and
The
keeps you
officer
alive.
followed the vehicle and eventually came upon it, wrecked on a roof of a suburban home. Too fast, too furious.
So how do you get that high? Do you like hit a bump and then you just go high, or was the roof not that high? What do you think happened? Because it doesn't describe it. How does a car, like with that much velocity and speed, get up there, Andrew?
Let's see here. Let me take a look at this picture. The car's not even that damaged, so I'm going to go with they were so high that the car floated, because anything can happen.
Because the crack smoke just affected the car where it went on the roof
They're
of a house.
smoking that 100% good old grade A helium.
Imagine being that one suburban family from the South. You're just sleeping. Johnny might be in his room.
Did you hear something?
Johnny's on
No, go back to bed.
Johnny just goes back to going on Pornhub. Everybody goes back to bed. And then there's a car crash. Just imagine that loud noise just in the middle of the night. What the hell?
Homeowner Steve Taylor told WIS that he was awakened by a loud bang. Now, it's funny that they say bang and not like, bang, you think of like a bang. But you would think it'd be something louder than that.
Like a loud explosion or a
Like-
gunshot.
Like a thud or something. This happened around 2:30 a.m. and was told by police in his yard that there was a car on the roof. How would you feel, Happy, if you came out, you heard a bang? You're not sure what it was, and you went outside, and the police are out there, and they're like, "Sir,
Your roof's a little destroyed.
you have a car on your roof." And you're like, "It's not even Christmas, damn it."
That's not Santa Claus
That's
in his
not-
Porsche.
That's not Santa Claus. That's my drug dealer.
Leave
Christmas comes early, but
Leave Tyrone alone. But back to your question, how would I react if a car was on my roof at 2:30 in the morning? I'm not sure. I feel like I'd be a little freaked out, a little worried.
I'd ask, is it mine now?
Can I at least keep it and the
keep
drugs
it?
inside? I might like the cocaine, And another thing, Have you ever like heard those loud car chases at like 2:30 to 2:45 in the morning where it just sounds so close to your bedroom and you're just laying in bed like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not outside right now.
I've never heard that, but I'm from Iowa.
Where nothing happens but meth and
Corn.
teen pregnancy probably.
Yeah, I mean, 16 pregnant is made only in Iowa, so.
Right in Cedar Rapids.
Taped in Iowa. All the pregnant girls come from Iowa. That's right.
Cedar Rapids, Davenport, you name it. That's where 16 and Pregnant is located. Their headquarters are in downtown Cedar Rapids, right next to the IMAX theater. That's where it all goes down.
Next up, we got a song from the Fast and Furious 6 soundtrack.
To remember the good old Paul.
In memory of Paul Walker. It's We Own It, featuring Wiz.
And 2 Chainz.
For Chisel.
We'll be right back.
After these.
Words and songs.
Yeah.
What up, Freeman?
Yo. What's up, Popsters?
Thanks to our biggest fan, Glenn Joseph Brophy, for that riveting 5 minutes of just...
It was amazing.
Especially when we talked about murder to then play basketball. I mean, we love you, Glenn, man. We will have you on during the week when you have more energy. You didn't really bring your A game. You were LeBron in the fourth quarter. Boo.
1,500 arrests. Haven't you had enough already?
Dude, is this about me? How did you get this?
Man who's been arrested over 1,500 times will be spending yet another Thanksgiving behind bars.
Wait, so this guy's been arrested 1,500 times and spent Thanksgiving behind the bars? Tell us more, Freeman.
Henry Earl, dubbed world's most arrested man by the Smoking Gun. I guess that is like a .com or something.
It's a site that breaks all the weird news and arrests. That's where I got it from.
It was arrested last month for public intoxication in Lexington, of course, Kentucky. I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah, because what else is there to do in Lexington, Kentucky besides get drunk and go out in public and make a buffoon of yourself?
Make out with your cousin. I don't know. The 65-year-old has spent nearly 6,000 days. That's 6,000.
How many years is that? It has to be at least 10.
16 and a half years in custody over the course of his life, almost entirely on charges of publication. That's a lot of alcohol.
That's a lot of Jake Daniels and that guy kept it.
His first arrest was in 1970, and he's a real man of genius.
Real man of genius.
Earl made national news in 2008 when Judge Gary Payne, noting that Earl was in 1,000th public intoxication arrest, sentenced Earl to 1,000 days in jail for your anniversary.
I love how he's had 500 since 2008. And what type of a name for a judge is that? Is that a WWE character or a judge? Judge Gary Payne.
I'm bringing the pain
to the courtroom.
I'm bringing the pain and the justice to the courtroom. I am the law.
You don't mess with the law when you're talking to Gary Payne. But seriously, at what point do you just not let this guy out? He is a waste of the legal system and all the money that we pay with the taxpayers. The fact that you have been arrested 1,500 times, most of it for public intoxication.
No, all of it for public intoxication.
I'm going to go on a limb here, Freeman.
Go on that limb.
I think he's an alcoholic.
Are you sure?
I
think he's just a happy-go-lucky fella
who likes to drink Captain Morgan because that's his favorite captain of them all.
I like to drink Old English because I'm a gentleman.
I'm a real class act. All the women love me.
Let's see here. Multiple media outlets also reported their arrest as Earl's 1,000th. However, the Smoking Gun called the sentence an error, saying that the arrest in question was actually Earl's 1,333rd. In any case, the Smoking Gun has put together a stellar graphic depicting some of the best Earl mugshots over the years.
I will tweet that out. It is the funniest thing. It's just his face is like, oh man, that's my 13,400th arrest. Come on now.
Come on, man.
Life's too short. Leave me alone. I want to get drunk in public and faint on the playground in Kentucky. Then I should be allowed to do that. I don't know what voice that was and what that was.
I like it. Keep on going, that voice.
And this is the Hoppe and FreeMAN Show. If you want to call in and get drunk with us and recap the party, 847-866-WNUR. Freeman. That's 847-866-9687. And coming up next, Garth Brooks.
This is that Earl Dude's theme song.
Friends in Low
Blame it
Places.
all on my
We'll be right back.
friends. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. Last one to know, last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes, and I took his glass of champagne. I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, and you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got
The Low Places. I live in Kentucky and I just get drunk on Captain Morgan.
I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll step on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. But then I've been there before. Everything's alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then well, I'll be as high as that ivory tower that you're living in. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Well, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll step on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Well, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll step on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll step on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay.
Low Places by Garth Brooks. Who doesn't love that song?
It was pretty good. I'm not the biggest country music guy, I'll be honest,
But
but
that is a classic.
pretty damn catchy, Freeman.
Indeedy. I don't like country music anyway whatsoever.
And now, Freeman, do you have any friends that are in low places, or do you hang out with people that are
Are
low?
you kidding? I'm from Iowa. There's more bars per capita than any state. Same with churches.
Exactly. Iowa's home to alcoholism.
Indeed. And then you go to church afterwards.
And then go home and pass out in front of your kids.
I love you, kids.
I love you, Daddy. And then the kid passes out.
It's not in the news.
Yeah.
This is my opinion.
Oh,
And
Freeman's
before I say my opinion, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for young or more sensitive listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant. We will play this music and/or talk only between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. You're listening to WNUR 89.3 FM at Evanston in Chicago.
What are you about to talk about?
Selena Gomez, halftime show, Dallas Cowboys.
Oh boy.
I watched it because I just got done eating the turkey
With your wife. who
with
made
my
it-
wife
Made it so good.
and friends, just chilling out in the basement watching football because I was with a bunch of women.
Sounds like a fun time.
It was great. So here I was watching the halftime show,
Yeah.
and Selena Gomez comes on. I'm like, okay, whatever.
She's not bad looking. She's cute.
I don't like her or dislike her. I'm sort of,
In the middle.
in the middle.
She's whatever.
And then she starts performing.
And then what
The
happened?
voiceover track overpowers it. You could tell, you can hear her singing, but it's more like her talking to the lyrics,
Oh my god.
which is really lazy. And then the dance, the choreography to whatever she was doing, it looked like a third grader figured it out. It was like, okay, we're going to snap our fingers, and then you're going to make this C shape with your hand and, twist your wrist a few times. But she did it, really lazily. And then when she walked around the stage, you know how when Beyonce walks around the stage, she has that, she
Yeah,
owns the stage. The background dancers own the stage more than she did. Beyonce blew me away at the Super Bowl.
I wish she would blow me away.
Are you willing to have Jay-Z murder you?
Yes, trust me. Have you looked at her lately? She's hot as hell, dude.
Jay-Z is going to come to you.
If you want to call the show, Jay-Z, because I just said I want your wife to blow me away, it's 847-866 WNUR 847-866. Please don't murder me.
We'll see what happens when Jay-Z calls. Well, he'll take care of his small work,
We'll
Hey,
be,
man, take care of that. Take care of my light work.
Yeah, we'll be leaving the show.
But when Beyonce was performing,
Yeah.
she owned the stage, and you're like, wow, she's got it. You know what I'm saying? She was singing.
You get chills.
You got chills.
You didn't get chills at Selena Gomez?
Selena Gomez, I wanted to take a dirt nap. I didn't want to take the turkey nap. I wanted to literally just die right there because she looked dead behind the eyes.
And there was nothing about it where you're like, well, at least she's cute looking.
She wasn't singing and she wasn't really dancing. She was more like walking through it. It was like a walkthrough. It wasn't like a show.
Yeah, it's not like this is the halftime of the main primetime game that's been on Thanksgiving for the last 40 years when the Cowboys play America's team. You would think the choreography a little bit
She
better,
wasn't.
Selena.
She's not a performer. She's not a performer. She's a Disney person that smirks on stage and talks to her soundtrack.
And the only reason is she blew away that twig known as Justin Bieber. The only reason she's famous is she blew away Justin Bieber.
Nah,
Literally
she
and
has
figuratively.
fans from her Wizards and Waverly Place and the
How do you
whole
know that?
Hannah. Disney,
Do
dude.
I need to listen?
People.
You know that.
Yes. How do I know that she was on the Wizards of Waverly, whatever the show was?
I'm messing with you, man.
I mean, I guess you could Wikipedia her and see what she's on, or IMDb her, like I did.
IMDb did.
That kind of sounds weird. Yeah, I totally IMDb'd her
Sounds like a very strange and up and coming sex.
on the online. I IMDb'd her
I totally was IMDbing in the afternoon.
on the Wizards of Waverly Place.
But what do you think of just where music is going, where you have the phony, fake halftime shows that don't even try? It's just like, where is music going? They're not even trying anymore, Freeman. It's just all choreography. And it's just like,
Well,
the
Aloe
hell?
Black was a guy we listened to earlier,
Yeah.
artist we listened to earlier. You actually have to search for music these days to find real music.
I had to search for Eminem's music. It actually was pretty good, the album. And the one thing about it was, you're going, he's actually talking about something and not talking about popping Molly and being a dumb whore. He actually was talking about being talented and about life. Like, music needs more of people like him. But then again, Freeman, I'm glad Eminem and people like Lupe Fiasco as well aren't played on the radio, because then it'd be overkill. Leave it to us to find the music where we'll listen to it when we want to.
Dude, this song by Lupe was played on the radio because it was that damn good.
The show goes on, bro.
That's for sure.
We'll be right back after this Lupe Fiasco Jam on WNUR. Before we get to this, have you ever had a teacher that you were so angry at and was talking smack to you that you wanted to set on fire?
Yes.
Me too.
Her name was Mrs. Shot, and I literally...
Wanted to shot her.
I won't say that because there's so many school shootings these days, but
Yeah.
she
We'll
was
take that
not
back.
she was not a cool person.
I've had probably 14 in my life. Every teacher pretty much, besides one, Mr. Murphy. I give you a shout out for believing in me.
Well, I
Go
can
on.
understand why teachers hated you, Hoppy.
I can get why.
You cannot focus. Like right now, Hoppy's looking around the studio like, what else can I look at besides the microphone? What else could I be doing right now other than the show?
Yeah, but I had this one teacher. His name is Mr. Brown, and oh boy, there's this one time I had a D- in math class, and I failed his class, and I had to do 3 makeup classes, 7th and 8th period, and then after school as well. And he said, Ryan, right now you're failing my class, so that means you're a failure. You might be a failure the rest of your life, but right now you're an utter failure. So
Einstein was a failure. All of his teachers said he'd do nothing with his life.
look at me now, Mr. Brown. I'm on the radio. Where you at? Sleeping in bed? Not listening? You're a douche.
I mean, the one teacher that didn't hate you, and you're going to call him a douche.
No, Mr. Brown hated me very much.
Oh, okay. A Tennessee high school teacher was set on fire by one of her students.
Explain. It just seems hard to believe that one of her kids would put him on fire.
WATE reports that Gabriella Penalba, 23, turned her back to her class on Monday morning. Never turn your back on a classroom, by the way, not these days.
And what's even weirder is that she's 23 years old and she's teaching a class. I mean, I'm not implying.
That's not weird at all, actually.
I'm not implying that she's too young to teach, but
How old are you supposed to be when you graduate college?
it just seems kind of weird that, or
20
maybe it's just me
23
getting
sounds
old.
right.
Maybe it's just me getting old and everybody's about to teach and I'm just sitting here doing a radio show at 4:20 in the morning. 4:20. Smoke weed.
23 is about right.
Yeah, go on.
Turned her back to her class on Monday morning at West High School in Knoxville when a 15-year-old male student set her hair and shirt ablaze using his lighter.
And
Wow.
why does it go on?
Students quickly put the fire out. Gawker, that's the .com, notes that the student allegedly exploited the commotion by throwing the lighter out the window and fleeing before being captured by police. The quick thinking of her students helped Penalba avoid any burns. The student faces aggravated assault and evading arrest charges. His name has not been released because he's a minor and has not been charged as an adult.
Oh, boo. The fact that it's not being released because he's a minor is absolutely and utterly ridiculous. I'm so sick of the legal system, Freeman, covering up these kids because they're underage. They have a brain, they have a conscience, they know what they're doing when they set their 23-year-old teacher's hair on fire. Enough of this BS where we're not going to release a name because he's 17, not 18. Screw that.
He's
Release
15.
this punk's name. I don't care if you're 15 or you're 4. If you set your teacher's hair on fire, you are a punk, you are a loser, and you are setting yourself up to be a failure in life.
Mr. Happy, when you were 15, did you do anything regrettable that you wish you didn't do?
I don't know, get into a fight in the hallway, call a girl a whore, but I never set my teacher on fire or do something that would get me expelled
What
from school.
what if at some point this guy turns his life around, but like if he was tried as an adult, it'd be put on his record permanently, and then it'd be harder for him to get a job.
Adam Lanza had a lot of problems in school, and he was supposed to turn his life around. I'm just saying, when you have the anger that you set your teacher's hair on fire, I don't think this guy's going to turn around and be the next Steve Jobs. I'm just saying.
You don't know that. Everyone should have a chance, a second chance at redemption.
He's probably had 9. Let's be honest here.
Nah.
This kid doesn't sound like he's exactly a class act. You get where I'm coming from? Like, I'm just sick of them not releasing a name.
I don't think they should release the name. I think they should protect. They should be protected.
If you're such a big boy and you're such a little hard ass that you're setting your teacher's hair on fire, then your name should be released and your picture should be on all the local news channels. You're 15 years old.
Aggravated assault is not a felony. It's a misdemeanor. So why should his name be put out there?
You're causing harm. Here's why his name should be out there. Quit coughing, Jesus Christ. You're causing harm to the school. You're causing frightment. You're scaring everybody in class. How do they know you're not going to burn the school down or set everybody else on fire? Just because no one died, this should not be an excuse, Freeman, at all. This guy is a punk. This guy is no different than Adam Lanza or that guy that shut up the movie theater or anything like that. Do you get where I'm coming from?
There's a huge difference between shooting someone and lighting someone on fire.
You can burn. I mean, you can burn their eyes out. It's because the kids ran to her attention and saved her, and they grabbed the fire extinguisher and blew it out
Well,
fast.
maybe if the kids didn't save her, then he'd be tried as an adult, and then you would know his name.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's just the way it is.
Saved it. It's just, you can go on forever. Tell us what you think of this. 847-866 WNUR.
Should his name be released or should it not be? I say if he's a minor, he should be protected by the law, and his name should not be released.
And I, Ryan Hoppe, say, if you do this, you should be released. Your picture should be on the news. If you're such a big boy and such a little tough guy that you're going to set your teacher's hair on fire, you should suffer the consequences of an adult because you did something that is so disrespectful. They wake up every day to teach you, to get you set up for life, Freeman. And the fact that he did that, enough.
What if he had a mental health issue? Do you still think his name should be released?
Adam Lanza had a mental health issue. So did James Holmes.
But they murdered people.
How do you know he's not setting up to murder people, Freeman?
Because he didn't murder anyone. That's why.
He didn't have the chance. I'm pretty sure when you're setting her hair on fire...
If you want to murder someone, you'll murder someone.
How do you know?
You don't need a... He would have brought a gun to school if he wanted to murder her.
Maybe he didn't have access to a gun or a knife. Maybe he thought setting her on fire...
Doesn't have access to a knife. Are you serious?
A knife that can kill somebody. I'm pretty sure
a
dinner
butcher's
knife...
any knife can kill someone. Your chest is what? It'd only take a 5-inch blade to pierce the heart.
You know
Maybe
what?
not even that.
Everybody out there, set your teacher's hair on fire. It's okay. It's excusable.
It's not
whatever.
okay. He was tried. He was found guilty.
His picture should be released.
Why?
Just because if you have the guts
If
to
you're
do
a minor, you're protected under the law as a minor.
And that's the way it's going to go. So what am I, some local on-air personality at WNUR 89.3? I ain't going to change anything. I can't even change the rules in my own house. What am I going to do?
All right. Keep Fishing by Weezer.
We'll be right back on the Hoppe. WNUR 89.3.
Yeah, Chicago Evanston.
That was Usher, and he's all caught up, people.
Yeah. Here's the Idiocracy mashup.
And before we get to this, I'm going to go on a quick Hoppe rant, those legendary ones.
Go for it.
But this will be after the Idiocracy clip, but I just want to preview it. Hands down, one of the most funny movies I have ever seen. But there's a problem with Idiocracy, Freeman.
What is that, Mr.
It's
Hoppe?
quickly becoming a nonfiction horror movie which describes Black Friday and everything with our country, where it's obsessed with money and getting the best deals, and all these people who shouldn't be having kids are having kids, and everybody is getting dumbed down. I will get into that and more on the Hoppe and
Freeman
Show. If you want to be on the air, 847-866 WNUR, 847-866-9687, and portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant, Freeman.
Indeedy.
We will play this music and talk radio and us babbling between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and
6 a.m.
when we get up and out of here.
Yes.
Here's the Idiocracy mashup. Enjoy, folks.
Okay, sir, now we will begin to proceed to obtain your IQ and aptitude tests. You got hepatitis. Oh.
All new helmet. To the ball. You're gonna get hit in the balls. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. And I object.
What are you objectifying on?
I object that he interrupted me while I was watching Oh My Balls. That is not okay. Go away, Peyton.
A man by the name of Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho.
So you smart, huh?
Sounds pretty smart.
I thought your head would be bigger. It look like a peanut.
He talks like a fag, too.
Weird feeling being smarter than everyone.
Blah, blah, blah. You gotta believe me.
There's that fag talk we talked about.
Please listen.
Please listen.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Why come you don't have it? Come on, Scro.
Don't worry, Scro.
Got a solution.
The toilet.
Like out the toilet?
You mean like in the toilet?
Brondo's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes. But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Huh?
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes. Electrolytes they used to make Brondo.
Because Brondo's got electrolytes.
I got a bunch of money, too.
Oh, I like money. Yeah. I like money, though. I like money. I like money.
I like money.
Can't believe you like money, too.
Experimenting some technological differences.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
Electrolytes. Electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
Scro?
Scro?
Toilet.
Toilet?
Toilet?
Money.
Money. Money. Money.
Money.
Yeah.
Hey.
Georgia's in Florida.
And the un-Nazi the world forever.
So now, that was the mashup, Freeman.
Now that we're all a little dumber.
A little bit. Or were we that dumb since the first time we got on the air? That's the question everyone wants to know. So now, before I describe my going to Black Friday with my guy Tony and Bleeding Gums Eric, two people that attend the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, I want to describe the movie Idiocracy for the listeners out there, because they might be a little bit confused of what the hell they just listened to on the radio. You know what I'm saying, Freeman?
I feel like Idiocracy sums it up pretty well.
This film tells the tale of two ordinary people from the present time who take a top-secret military hibernation experiment, only to find out they will awaken 500 years in the future in a society full of extremely dumb people. Advertising, commercialism, and cultural anti-intellectualism have run rampant, and disingenuous pressure have resulted in a uniformly unthinking society. So pretty much, Luke Wilson is this average Joe guy in the Army, you know, Freeman? And he goes in the future with this hooker who's played by Maya Rudolph. And they're both the two average people, and they go into the future, but the government place gets shut down, so then they wake up 500 years in the future, and the whole world turns into morons. And here's the quick question.
Okay.
The movie takes place in the year 2505, Freeman.
Yes.
Do you ever wonder if the movie should take place in 2013 with everything going on? Because I went to a Black Friday sale out there to try and film something for Happy TV, and trust me when I say it was unreal, the amount of shoving and the amount of fights over things like Xbox Ones, over material things. And this is on Black Friday, Freeman, right after we all give thanks for being alive. That's when people freak out and go over it. So I have a quick rant I want to go for you.
Unleash the beast.
Woof, woof. Who let the dog out? All right.
Let's never do that again. But go on.
Black Friday. A day where greed and consumerism takes over this troubled country of ours, full of cretins shopping late at night. After they give thanks for everything they have, they then proceed to go out at night. And then, Freeman, they fight over things that they don't need. They fight over Xbox Ones. They fight over smart TVs. Things that at the end of it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's really sad that these deals are so important to people that sometimes death is the ultimate tale to this annual event on Black Friday. Plus, sites like Amazon and eBay, you can go there 365 days a year, Freeman. There, it's not like you're missing out on anything when you're shoving people in Walmart in Chattanooga, Tennessee over a waffle maker and over towels.
I wish people looked. There are some deals that are only for Friday.
Yeah.
Some deals are just doorbuster deals.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you go through the door, and I guess that's what people are after. But most of the deals go through the 1st, which was what, today?
Yeah.
So it's not just Black Friday. There's also Gray Saturday and Off-White Sunday, and then there's Cyber Monday. So let's chill out, people.
And here's the thing. It's really sad that these deals, Freeman, even if they are there, the door deals are so important to people that they have to go, that they have to be a part of the society that waits in line, that whole thing that you can't just sit at home and hang out with your family. This is right after Thanksgiving where you go around the dinner table and you go, so Joe, what are you thankful for? So Mary, what are you thankful for? And then you go out and wait in line like a bunch of dumb, moronic idiots, all about consumerism, about getting the latest thing so you one up the people, so you keep up with the Joneses. Do you see where I'm coming from, Freeman? It seems like idiocracy is coming alive.
Well, this has been around for a long time, and they used to not even like. Black Friday used to like start at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
On Friday.
I remember that, yeah.
Now it starts 6 p.m. on Thursday, right after you have Thanksgiving dinner.
And these poor people have to work on Thanksgiving when they should be hanging out with their family and appreciating life.
There was a Walmart,
Pathetic.
not sure, I think it was in Ohio, a Walmart that had a food drive for its employees. And that's them giving back.
Here's some lentil soup. Thanks for working hard.
I just feel like people are greedy.
So, on Black Friday, I got home. I couldn't take it. We didn't even get any good material because it's no different than any other viral video, Freeman.
Yeah.
Because it's just people shoving each other, arguing. And plus, Woodfield Mall said we had to have a permit. So we didn't exactly come
You got kicked
prepared.
out of the mall?
Yeah.
I've been kicked out of the mall for videotaping.
They thought we were going to plant a terrorist bomb or something. Because they said after 9/11, people got really uptight.
Nah, it was before 9/11 because when I got kicked out of the mall, it was 2000. But
So, I put Idiocracy on my TV when I got home, and I swear to God, I wasn't sure if I was watching a movie that was made in 2005, Freeman,
yeah,
or if I was watching a movie that was filmed yesterday that was a documentary of Woodfield Mall. Now, maybe it's because I've seen the movie so many times that I know every joke and punchline, but Freeman,
yeah,
I truly believe it's because watching Idiocracy was no different than any of the rundown malls in Chattanooga, in Gary, Indiana, anywhere. People are fighting over the deals. And Freeman, I get that we have a bad economy. I get that these poor families want to get their kids the best thing for the whole Santa Claus experience.
it's for if you're in school and you don't have like the name brand stuff or you don't have the newest electronic, you get bullied, man. So I can understand why people are freaking out.
But the thing is, you don't have to wait outside of a scummy rundown Walmart that's barely lit just to get something. You can get this on eBay, Amazon, shop.com.
Here's a secret too. I work at a retailer, not going to say which one.
Yeah, go on.
But 2 weeks before Black Friday, we actually raise our prices.
Please explain to all the idiots of the Idiocracy phenomenon why you guys would do that.
Now, I'm pretty sure most people aren't that dumb, but
I'm
we
not sure.
raise our prices. We inflate our prices 2 weeks before Black Friday. So when we take off a percentage or we say buy two, get one free, the company is actually gaining money instead of losing it.
Makes exactly sense because you lower the prices so then you hire it up. And everybody then goes, me, I need that newest Xbox One.
You're asking, $50 off a PlayStation or any electronic. Not saying it's just electronics we sell. But $50 off, that must be a good deal. But that PlayStation was marked up $30. So, yeah.
So
Have fun
here's
with
my
that.
greater point. Everybody needs to enjoy life because the biggest phoniness of Black Friday is this is after Thanksgiving where you give thanks and you hang out with your family and then you shove each other.
In heaven, there is no TV.
You need to enjoy life, appreciate everything you have, and stop the commercialism and the consumerism. It's
Don't
beginning-
stop the consumerism. Don't stop that, please.
But maybe just do it in a more wiser way. Don't be such an idiot.
I mean, you're more likely going to save more money after Christmas than before it. Just saying.
But Freeman, do you get where I'm coming from?
Definitely.
This just represents our once intelligent and self-minded country that has become so easily influenced, where you have to keep up with the Joneses and you have to be cool, man. Why can't you be your own person and live your own life? It's just utterly pathetic.
Human beings are some of the easiest manipulated creatures on earth, so.
That and cats.
Meow, meow.
What
Here's the song, The Killer's Just Another Girl. Only here on the Hoppe and Freeman Show.
WNUR. And now, we have some breaking news, Freeman, that just came in on the hot press at the WNUR newsroom. Wow! It just says here, the Hoppe and Freeman Show, which previously aired from on Sunday mornings, is now on beginning next week from 3 to 6 a.m.
Woo! We're going to be on an hour longer.
So next week, spread the word, tell everybody. And guess where our show can be found, Freeman? We're all over the place.
We are on Facebook.
Like us there, the Hoppe and Freeman Show.
We are on Twitter.
What's yours?
St. Broseph spelled out. Broseph.
I'm at Hoppe Radio 89.3, and go to my website, which is home to my 3 shows. It's hopperadio.weebly.com, WEEBLY. And here's the thing. By Christmas, it'll be hopperadio.com, but for now, it's hopperadio.weebly.com. Home to the Ryan Hoppe Show. Home to this show, Hoppe and Freeman on WNUR. And it's also home to the Friday Sports Riot with Ryan Stubridge on sportstownchicago.com and all my work. And go to hoppemedia.wordpress.com, home of the Hoppe Media Network. Freeman, it has talk radio.
Indeed.
Artists.
Yes.
Comedians, Hoppe TV, and sport analysts. If you want to be a part of the network, if you want to be a sport analyst or an up-and-coming comedian,
or you have a podcast that you want to be heard around the world,
rhoppe9@yahoo.com. Send me the email. Add me on LinkedIn. Don't add me on Facebook if I don't know you, unless you're a hot chick and you want to blow me away like Beyonce did. Then hit me up.
with her smooth moves and awesome singing voice.
And lips.
Which she uses to sing.
And do things. And on that note, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners. WNUR believes that material to be artistically and culturally significant. Andrew Freeman?
We will play this music and we will talk dirty only between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. We have 45 minutes to say dirty things.
All right. We're get up on out of here. It's 5:15. I would be here till 6 because no one's here. But the thing is, I'm a little bit tired. And the amount of cops on the road, I don't want to get pulled over. So I want to go home and sleep and maybe get up for the Bears game at noon.
I'll be in downtown Naperville this afternoon for 95.9.
Oh, wait. It's today?
Yes.
Oh, then we should get out of here. I thought you meant tomorrow.
No.
Mike, you have plenty. If you have something at 2 p.m. for 95.9 The River, where my guy Freeman interns, then we're up on out of here. We love you, Chicago. Thanks for listening.
Next up, 6 hours of Beethoven's greatest hits. Enjoy.
Kind of sets the tone for the show. Bye, guys. We love you. Will you marry me? Okay, sorry.